Today, we'll be taking a closer look at two new limited edition AVI-8 models, and to be honest, they're best models so far. I reviewed quite a lot of their models on my channel, and although pretty decent watches for the price, they almost never made something I would personally wear, as most of their watches are a bit large at 43mm and more, while the designs were always a bit funky with multi-level and pretty busy dials. Then they launched their Aviator model, which was a simple three-hand watch, and that got them closer to my taste, with only the size being the issue. With these two models, they changed that as well, and look like they not only took a 180-degree turn on their design and sizing, but also created something I would actually wear. Both models are limited to 1,000 pieces each, as they're done as a collaboration with the Royal British Legion, an organization that has been helping UK Army veterans and active soldiers for more than 100 years. They were founded in 1921 after the end of World War I and are celebrating their centenary this year. With these two models, part of the sale of each watch will be donated to the organization that usually gets financed by selling red poppies that are actually made by Army veterans. With these, you also get a poppy pin you can wear if you're from the UK. And the poppy is seen on the watches themselves, from the dial and case back all the way to the crown where it's placed in epoxy, creating a pretty cool effect. Both have pretty much identical cases with brushed finish and polished bevels, and are quite simple. Both are 40mm in diameter and have a 48mm lug-to-lug, and believe it or not, the thickness is also very similar, with the chronograph actually being thinner when measured, even though on wrist it appears a lot thicker than the three-hander. This shows pretty well that numbers are only half the story, and that the shape and proportions are what gives a watch its wrist presence. Both come with a mineral crystal coated with AR, and both come with Mecaquartz movements. This explains the sweeping seconds hand on the three-hander despite it having a quartz movement. To hide the quartz nature, even the chronograph is missing the regular main time seconds. While I have seen brands do that on a Mecaquartz, what they did to the three-hander is new to me, and actually a brilliant idea. They simply removed the chronograph and 24-hour subdials and left the chronograph seconds running constantly. Pulling the crown still hacks the movement, and you end up getting the best of both worlds, a mechanical sweep and quartz precision and reliability. The sweep is not very smooth and appears like a vintage low-beat movement, which is actually a good thing as the whole watch is vintage-inspired. In fact, both are. This is another thing AVI-8 has never done, and I have to admit I like it. While the three-hander is beautiful in its own right, it still shows the grainy dial we're used to seeing on AVI-8 and Spinnaker, but the chronograph, with its contrasting chaptering and smooth finish, is just on another level. They somehow managed to catch the vintage spirit, but by adding colors made it playful and very eye-catching. It is by far the most beautiful chronograph they made so far. One thing pictures don't show is how three-dimensional the chronograph looks. It is in person when you start tilting it that you realize just how sloped the chaptering is and how tall the loomed numerals are. Personally, I love it. The hands are also perfect for this type of a watch and properly long, with my only complaint being the very rough brushing they usually use. I wish they used a finer grain to go better with the dial, but it's only visible under macro, so not a deal breaker. In true vintage military theme, they placed a telemeter instead of tachymeter on the outermost ring, which was originally used in artillery to determine how far the enemy is, as you would start the chronograph when you see the flash of enemy cannons and stop it when you hear them. The telemeter would then show you the distance in kilometers so you can adjust your own cannons and fire back. In modern times, I still find this more useful than the more common tachymeter, as it can be used to determine the distance and direction of a storm while you're outdoors. You use the same technique, but in this case, you start the chronograph when you see the lightning flash and stop it when you hear the thunder. The watch will then display the distance, and making a few consecutive measurements will allow you to determine whether the storm is approaching you or moving away from you. Both watches come on nice leather straps that have quite a taper from 20 millimeters at the lugs down to 16 at the buckle, again creating that vintage vibe. And both are priced quite competitively, with the three-hand model going for €150 and the chronograph going for €270. With these two models, AVI-8 created something much closer to my liking, and I hope the new design and sizing style spreads to their regular production models as well. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video,